What is up, everybody? As you can see, I got the apron on, so that means shit's about to get done around here in the hunt quarters. We're back from our vacation and ready to rock. Haven't felt more energized in a long time to get back to work and actually get things done around here. So, been gone for a week, and the majority of that week I've been thinking about this car. While I was gone, a lot of great parts came in, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the current condition of the car, where we're at, where we're going to pick up from, and I'm going to show you all the cool things that came in. It's literally like Christmas around here while I was gone. So today is unboxing day. I'm going to bring you guys along for that journey. Here is the car as it sits. As you guys know, we went ahead and stripped down the engine bay and got it basically all power washed out. It definitely looks like a 25-year-old engine bay, but for now it's going to have to do. It's completely degreased. We're going to scrub it down one last time, probably before the engine goes back in. We do have some things to remove. Today we're going to go ahead and remove the engine harness, which was replaced and isn't all brittle like most RX-7 engine harnesses. It's actually in really good condition. So this will probably get sold because I am having a mil-spec harness made for the car currently by the boys over at Radiator. So we'll unplug this from the ECU and pull it through the firewall. I did also order some other parts, so I'll show you those in a minute. I don't want to give away the surprise of some other things that are going to get removed and replaced. I do have my dad with me today. I don't know where he's at. I don't know. He's probably outside looking at airplanes or something, because that's what he does. But anyway, let's get on to the unboxing here. Look at all these parts. Yeah. A lot of big boxes, a lot of small boxes, and some goodies that came in an envelope. Let's start with the goodies that came in the envelope. All right, so I've already opened this envelope. Looks like we've got some parts from Atkins Rotary here. These are actually drive shaft bolts that we stole from my car to use on TJ's car, because we did a conversion on his car from automatic to manual. Flanges on the drive shaft to the diff are different. So we needed to get hardware for his car. We stole it off mine. He replaced it, and here it is, $72 worth of bolts. On to the first box, we've got, it looks like K&N products. Ooh, nice. So these are actually K&N fuel filters. If you know anything about rotaries, fuel filtering is very important. We're actually going to use these on an upcoming install. So looks like I got a dozen of them here. It's great because I'll have them on the shelf so that when they do need to be replaced, I can just grab a new one. These here on the RX-7 FD, if you're familiar with them, are buried up underneath above the subframe, above the differential, and in a very difficult place to service. A lot of people neglect changing their fuel filter because it's such a pain in the ass to get to, and that in turn leads to stuck injectors and then eventually blown engines. So I'm going to do an install on how to put this in a place where you can actually reach it and make it easy to change. So now we've got a few filters in place to do that. So thanks K&N, that's awesome. On to the next one. And this one is one I've been waiting for. This box is from Deutschwerks. They went ahead and sent us off a couple of their DW300 fuel pumps. We've got a really cool fuel pump installation that we're going to do in the coming weeks, and it's going to involve a new carrier for these pumps. Our new carrier is actually going to house two of these DW300 fuel pumps instead of one, which the stock one has, and will allow us to feed what's in this box. And what's in this box is pretty exciting. These are our fuel injectors, our primary and secondary fuel injectors, and they are 2,000 cc's each for primary and secondary. I know you guys are probably saying, oh, that's way too much fuel, yada, yada, yada. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. So thanks to Deutschwerks for sending those out. We've got a few other products on the way from them as well. They're actually sending over also their fuel pressure regulator and a bunch of AN fittings and lines so that we can complete the fuel system. And what do we have here? This is always a good sign when you got the Mazda logo on the box. This makes me happy. Genuine parts and accessories. In this box, not that exciting actually, but it does have a blue and white label, so I like that. This is a brand new hood release cable that comes from underneath the dash. That's the release there. And on this end we have the infamous green tab that always breaks on these things. Thankfully Mazda still produces these, and I was able to score one. So thanks Mazda. This one's pretty heavy. It is another box from K&N. In my opinion, this is the premier oil filter in the game. I plan on doing a lot of oil changes on this rotary to keep the oil super clean. And these are kind of the industry standard for oil cleaning. So thank you K&N. I will be outfitted for at least 12 oil changes, which is awesome. And to the last box on the table, we've got, this was actually from a subscriber, which is super awesome. He reached out to me and said, hey, I got a bunch of black interior pieces when he found out I was gonna go black interior. He had all this stuff laying around. Apparently he also did the same conversion and collected a lot of parts. As you know, you buy stuff online, it shows up and it's not in as good a condition as you would have liked, and you end up with a few spares. So he hooked me up with all his spares. Pretty awesome. All I had to do was pay shipping. These are the strut tower tops for the rear, which I need. So these are awesome, and they're also in fantastic condition. So kudos to him for sending those over. This is another bit that's a little bit tough to get. This goes down next to the driver's seat, and it has the pull-up for the hatch release as well as the gas door release. So currently my car has a brown one. If you paint them, they always look like shit because you paint them black, and then the minute your seatbelt hits it or you reach down or something falls down there, it gets scratched and you see the brown through the black. Now I have a black one. It's definitely not in the best of conditions, but I think I can clean it up pretty nice. Here we have the inner trunk above the taillight garnishes. This is a 3-piece setup. This is just one of the 3 pieces, and these are the same left rear taillight. But again, these are 25-year-old parts, and for him to just help me out and send them off, super grateful. All right, so these last 3 boxes here, they're pretty dope. These come from CX Racing, and these are gonna save me a ton of time. On this car, I was formerly running a front mount intercooler, as you guys can see here on the table. This is the Greddy front mount. Although it does look amazing through the big hole in the front bumper, I really love a V-mount setup. I think it's super unique to the RX-7 FD chassis and FC chassis that you're able to put the intercooler and the radiator on a V-shape, and it opens up the front area of the car a lot. Old school guys really like the stand-up intercooler. I like this V-mount setup, so we're gonna go ahead with a V-mount. CX Racing offers a kit. Go ahead and open it up, and I'll give you guys my honest opinion. It appears is a bunch of different stuff. So, we've got couplers, black couplers, so those are gonna be for the intercooler piping. We've got intercooler piping. It's all foam wrapped. Oh, and a little polish on there even, hey. Probably won't be running the polish. Another straight pipe, that probably goes to the turbo would be my guess. All of the bracketry that's going to mount on the intercooler and radiator to mount it in the V formation. Those brackets actually look really nice. They may need to be bent a little bit and stuff like that to make them perfect, but I know all this stuff was test fitted on a chassis, so that's good. I believe this is our intercooler mount to lay the intercooler flat. I think this bolts onto the front of the intercooler, and then this mounts on the top of the core support to hold it in a flat formation. Really nice bracket. It's already brushed. Oh, rip. Now it's scratched as well. Oh, wasn't expecting this to be in here. This here is the 13V turbo manifold. Upon inspection here, it looks pretty nice. I'll probably go ahead and send this off to the machine shop and have it decked so it's nice and flat, so we make sure we got a good mating surface to the side of our block. But yeah, that should do the trick. It's gonna be a nice snail sitting on top of here. Oh, here we have the down pipe. Down pipe with, it's like a V-band flange. Yes sirree. That'll come off the back of the turbo and bolt up nicely to our apex exhaust. A couple more couplers and one last box here. And then my knife. It actually looks really nice. Not that I expected any less. Looks like we've got a core with custom end tanks, and we've got two what look like 3-inch pipes coming into it, in and out of it. I know this is the intake side, this is the turbo side, and I'm pretty sure that this bracket right here mounts on here, and those would be what those 4 bolts were that I said earlier. I didn't know what they were for. They're going to be for this bracket. This bracket, as I noted earlier, mounts on the core support. So once this is bolted on, we've got a good support for this. And then on the back here, it appears that this one actually lines up right to the back side of the 2 holes, and this will secure it in the back. This is really nice. Nice big fat core. This should do the trick quite nicely. Thanks, CX Racing. If you guys know your V-mount, so there's still one box that hasn't been opened yet. It's right there. And this is the radiator. So this is actually the bottom portion of the V-mount setup. So this is this portion, and the intercooler sits on top like this. It lets airflow come through and out the bottom. The fans will be there to pull through, and then air will come up through the intercooler as well, cooling off the turbocharger. So here's the radiator. It's already been set up for a V-mount configuration, which is really cool. So you got your inlet and outlets here. This will be the top of the radiator. This will be the bottom side that will mount near the lip of the front bumper. And we've got, again, our 2 provisions up here for the crossbar that this all mounts on to mount it rigid. We'll probably insert some rubber washers in here to give this a little bit of play once it's mounted, just so the vibration of the engine and everything doesn't crack the aluminum welds or anything. But man, overall, the CX Racing kit looks pretty damn good. Last box here came in today. This is our new carpet. So as you guys know, we're going from a beige interior to a black interior. Can't leave the beige carpet. Hit up ACC Auto Custom Carpets and ordered a custom black carpet kit. So that came in today. We've already unboxed that. It's over here on the floor. So it is a pre-molded kit. As you guys can see, the transmission tunnel is already there. It was rolled up in the box, so there are a lot of creases that need to work themselves out. They say to leave it outside laid out for a few hours before you try to install it. So we'll go ahead and do that, but in the meantime, we've got a lot of work to do. All right, guys, well, that's all the time I have for you today to steal a line from Evan Beckerman. I hope you enjoyed all the unboxing. It was really awesome to get back from Hawaii to find all those packages waiting for me, and I was super pumped to get them all opened up and to show you guys sort of the direction on where we're going with the RX-7. It's a really cool project. I'm really excited to share all of the stuff along the way as we put it together with you guys. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here. Join me again tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, and we're gonna go ahead and rip the carpet out of the car, get the new carpet kit installed, get the air box and the air conditioning system out of the car, get that all cleaned up, and redo some of the seals and things on that, and yeah, get this thing started to get put back together on the interior. I'm pretty pumped. I hope you guys are too. Like our video, comment down below, let us know what you want to see. Maybe we can make it happen. We'll see you guys next time.